Hi, today I'm going to show you how to set reminders and mentions in Notion. I am currently in the desktop app, but it's exactly the same if you're using it on a browser. So how you do it is exactly the same, and what notifications you get are the same. So let me create a new page. Let's call it Test Reminders. And as you are aware from previous ones, there are multiple ways to create a block, and a reminder or a mention is just a block in Notion. So you can either hit the plus and you can see mention a page or a reminder, and you can do it from there, or you can put in just do an @ sign, and equally it will do it. So if I put in remind, and as you can see, it will start prompting you with information. So remind tomorrow, or we could have today, and it prompts you. And let's, what time is today? It's 12:09 at the moment. So I'm going to say remind me in, let's give me 2 minutes. So 12:11. There we go. So that's an active reminder. So you'll see it become blue. So I'm going to move out of that page, because one of the drawbacks is if you're on the page where the reminder is, you don't get reminded of it. It changes colour when the time happens and it becomes red, but you don't actually get any notification anywhere to tell you that's the case, which is a bit of a drawback as far as I'm concerned, because you could still be working on something else on that page. But that's the way it works at the moment. So I'm going to move on to another page. Let's move on to my business hub. Let's go to some tasks. And again, let's have them in to. So we're now in a database, and you can also set reminders against dates that are pre-configured in that database. So similar to your normal Gmail or events in your online diaries, you can put reminders, and you can have specific times. So such as on the day before, on the day of the event, the day before, or whatever. So you could put on the event. So you can add, by sliding across the include time section, it will then give you the option to put in the date, and you can do that. Again, we need to close that down so we do get reminded of it. And let's move to another tab so it eventually comes up. So as you can see, whilst I've been doing that, we have an indicator up here about messages. Now we've got 2. And what you'll see is, if we go in here, these are the reminders. So, they're not in your face. There's no noises, there's no anything, nothing like that. But they will remind you to do something if and when you log onto the system. Now, if you don't log on very often, you can go into settings, my notifications, and you can enable email notifications. And that will then push to your email that's linked to the account. And that will then send you an email when it's done. Now, the case in point, I've tried this and it does work, but it depends how quick your emails are. So if you want it to be get the email notification exactly at a certain time, then that's not necessarily going to happen. So I set a reminder for a specific time, and I got the email 3 minutes later. Did it matter for what I needed? No. But if you need it to be precise, give yourself a bit of time ahead of time, because you can't guarantee when you will get the email come through. So that's how you can set them. You can set them on pages. You can set them on specific database items, which is what I've shown you as well. And I've shown you how you can notify them. Now, another thing that you can do is, actually, I'm going to go into here And I'm going to go to the review section and show you how to use mentions. So let's go into the monthly section. And I'm going to edit my monthly template. How you create the monthly template is just the same as a page. So the content and what goes in it is exactly the same. So I could have in here, let's check this like that, review. And then what I can do then is, again, do the @ symbol. And I'm going to link it to a page. So review, test reminders. There we go. So you can type in the page and it will then do it. So you could have a particular page that you have your business strategies on for you to review, to check that you are following them, you're still on target and things like that. You can put a checklist in there and that will automatically link in that page. You click on that page and it takes you to it. But these things are all there ready to be used within Notion. So lots of useful things to prompt you to be productive.